guys remember the movie American Pie,
Oh,
right?
of course, yeah.
Okay, you know which American Pie we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That scene.
You should.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, brace yourself, because the movie is celebrating its 25th anniversary in a very special way. Take a look.
What? Tip.
What are you doing eating? What are you doing eating the pie? Oh, man.
Fantastic.
Great.
We're standing by with the star of American Pie, Jason Biggs, to find out
Yeah.
how pie lovers can get into the fun. What is it like to go through an airport with you, Jason? I imagine people are constantly cornering you, bringing up this movie.
Yes, it's interesting to go through airports or really anywhere for that matter, but especially bakeries.
Oh,
Bakery-
yeah.
Really fun to go to bakeries with me. No, listen, it's a trip. 25 years,
That's
which
crazy.
is. Can we just talk for a second? What is time? I don't understand it, but
Yeah.
But 25 years of people coming up to me, talking to me about this movie, about that scene, about my character, quoting lines. And one thing has stayed constant, which is the happiness and the positivity that people talk about it with. Like it's and I've realized now, having 25 years of perspective on it, just how lucky I am to have something like that. Not every actor gets that, you know, to have a role that in a franchise and to still be here talking about it, you know, after all these years is just incredible.
So keep in mind, this is a family program, but take us back 25 years to the shooting of that scene and what's going through a young Jason Biggs' mind as he's getting ready for the cameras to roll.
Yeah, so it was actually 26 years ago because it was even a year before the release. I was 19 years old, and I remember when I read it in the script, I remember thinking, this is one of the funniest things I've ever read.
Yeah.
I have to play this role. I have to do this. I know that awkwardness. I know how to play that. I know it. I can't wait to do. I hope I get to do this. And I got to do it. But then I remember showing up on set the day I was supposed to film the scene and having a momentary freak out, thinking, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I really have to do this now.
Am I really going to do this? And I called my manager at the time, who was like, oh yeah, you are going to do this. Trust me. And and you know, once we did one take, we cut, and there was like a brief pause, and then the entire crew erupted in laughter.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
And then it was that moment that I go, okay.
You made the right
Okay,
choice.
this is something.
Do you remember how many takes you did?
Not enough. Numerous. Well, you know, there was different positions, if you remember, for different R-rated, unrated.
That's true.
There was a,
Very
you
true,
know,
yeah.
there were different versions. So
It's
so,
trigonometry after all.
Yes, there were different places in the kitchen.
Yes.
That I visited. Yes, so there was plenty. It was a half day, I would say, because I remember. You know what? It was a half day. I'll tell you how I remember. Because at lunchtime, I had to take a shower in my trailer to clean up.
Please tell me craft services did not have apple pie on the.
Actually, if I remember correctly, no, I know I remember correctly. They did.
Shut
Not
your
the ones
face.
that were used,
Thank goodness.
but the ones that were left over were at the craft service table after lunch.
That is unbelievable.
No food goes unwasted. Okay, but fast forward to having to recreate this, right? And the young actor that you've got in this thing. Do you have to explain to him what his motivation is? Why this is funny?
It's actually a really, really great question. His mom was there, of course, and you know, he obviously had not seen the movie.
Sure.
He tried asking questions, but I deferred to the mom in terms of what I could answer or not answer. He was about my son's age, actually. One of my son's age.
Yeah.
And we try to be as nebulous as possible with him, but he got the gist. in fact, I think what we kind of said was that I did a similar thing in the movie, and that he was playing me, and that I also took a pie. We left it at that. But I was kind of guiding him. It was wild. I have to tell you, it was wild to see him.
Yeah.
And to give him, help him, I was trying to give him some notes on being me in the scene, but then also me trying to play Eugene and parrot his line readings from the scene. It was surreal. It was really, really surreal in the best way possible. And so, I just, I love Edwards. My partnership with them has been so great because they get it. They get, the humor and the sweetness behind me being this guy for so long, such a large part of my life. And I do as well. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing this partnership if I didn't. So it's about leaning in. It's about playing into it. And so, to get to redo a reimagined version of that scene was really special. And on their end, they created this pie to go along with the 25th anniversary and to go along with that scene, with that commercial. Which is an updated take on the classic American pie, of course, the apple pie, of course. And so it's really great. And actually, you guys can, I don't know if you have it, but you guys hopefully should have one coming to you if it hasn't already. And for your viewers at home, you can enter to win one of these at pieloversunite.com. And from now until June 26th, I think. And you can also win some American Pie memorabilia. I've signed some stuff. There's a poster signed by the whole cast. So you can do that, and you can get your hands on one. Your hands.
And when we get the pie, do you recommend we eat it or?
Hands. I said you can get your hands on one.
Hands on one. Emphasis, hands on one. Jason Biggs, you are exceptional as a human being and as an actor. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us and your pie this morning.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much for having me. Thanks, Sacramento.
That was great.